Hey everyone, it's a really good question today about wisdom. And it's like a really everyday question that we can all relate to. In this case, it's about what to cook for dinner. But for whatever it is, there'll be like a sort of whatever the small decisions going on in your life are, relate it to those and see what you think. Hi Claire, I'm in knots trying to work out what to cook for dinner. I just can't find anything suitable. Suddenly, I am full of self pity because it always seems to be me who has to solve this, in capital letters, vast problem. I can't do it. Then I just give up and experience peace. Time passes, and then it transpires that everyone is actually out this evening, and it's just me I have to cook for, so I'm off the hook. I've used this as an example of my inner wisdom, but I'm not sure anymore. It's like there are two forms of wisdom. Wisdom that wants to keep the identity safe and make it feel good, and wisdom that just unfolds like life itself. So here's the question. Is the pulling back from the stressful experience of having to choose A or B a form of false wisdom? I often experience a pulling back because I know my thinking will change. But what I've learned on this course, which was the voice course last month, is that going up to the edge of the unpleasant feelings to look for the me who is experiencing this is a way to transcend a small program within the larger program, like transcending one record in a record shop that exists to play records. Cool analogy. Is pulling back a way to ensure that the record will play again and again until I see that it has nothing to do with who I really am. Ah, so good. Thank you for this question. And I think in a way it can get a little bit complicated, can't it, when we're looking at wisdom and what is, what's the wise thing to do for me, for my peace, for my happiness, for my um security of mind. We can make it really simple by saying that the intelligence of being that we are works in reality, like an animal, like a plant. The intelligence responds in real time to what's now, to what's right now. That's how the system works. If you think about the body, all of these billions of reactions are happening in real time, responding to the actual environment in which they're operating right now. So the body isn't responding to the glass of wine that we're going to drink in 3 hours' time. It's responding right now to the current status. And and so what we can take from this is that wisdom is intelligence operating now with real data. And that's it. And it's really interesting. So this question about the dinner, what we can see here, and I'm sure we've all got our own equivalent of, oh God, I've got to cook again, and I've got to decide, and it's on me, and it's so unfair, and I can't think of anything, and no one likes anything. This is me now. No one likes what I cook, and if I cook what they like, guaranteed they will have changed their minds about liking it. That why does that happen? They're like cats, isn't it? Cats and children, same. And so all this is going on, and a huge effort, enormous energy, enormous stress and tension through the whole body as as everything is trying to solve that question, which is essentially a resistance to reality, isn't it? Like oh God, I've got to cook again. What am I going to do? Is entirely made of resistance. So this system that works like a miracle in reality with real time data is involved, sort of caught up in this fight against reality and real-time data. No wonder we're so exhausted. It just we're not the intelligence isn't being given free rein on reality. It's being told to go via this mentally created problem that won't allow in any of reality because it's got its own version of it. And so it's saying, okay, intelligence, work on this problem, which is completely mind created, completely removed from reality, which is completely separate to the seamless flow that intelligence really is. And it says, go on, go off, solve that. And all the attention, all the effort, all the energy is caught up in trying to do that, and it can't. And then, as the listener says, then in that moment, like in stillness and coming back into reality, there's the realization, oh, actually, I don't even have to cook for anybody. It happens every time. It's such a good example. It's such a good example. And we think, because really it's a metaphor for our entire lives, isn't it? Really, our entire lives caught up in solving a problem that doesn't exist. And so, in my view, let's leave that word wisdom. It's a chaotic word, really. Leave it, and just let's just see that the system in reality does absolutely brilliantly every time. Yeah. So this question of withdrawal, it's not really the withdrawal that's interesting. It's because it doesn't matter whether we're withdrawing or we're right up into the edge of the thing. What's interesting is whether there's availability to come back to reality. And so coming back from a problem can either be retreating with the problem intact, like, oh God, I've got to cook for dinner. I just can't be bothered. I'm not going to do it. And off I storm into my bath with the problem intact, but I'm just not in the kitchen. I'm not going to do it. But I've got this problem, like it's still there. Nothing's happened to it. It's not been questioned in any way. Or I'm in the problem. I'm going right into it, and I'm stamping around in the kitchen with pots and pans, and so I'm in it. But again, it's still intact. There hasn't been any actual inquiry. There's been no actual openness or presence to what is. So that's fight or flight with the thing still jangling away, or like the listener saying here, withdrawing in order to get some space to actually like calm the system, like just like what actually is true here, what's really going on. Oh yeah, I don't have to cook. Or really going into it, like really present to like, okay, let me just sort of work out what's happening. Who is here? Who do I need to cook for? Let's work out what has to be done. Oh, no one's here. I don't have to cook anything. Okay. Do you see? It's not the action that we're taking. It's the quality of inquiry. It's whether there's space available to see what's true. Such a good metaphor. That can be the whole of our lives, can't it? It's brilliant. Thank you. Bye.